Boy, oh boy, do we have quite the project in store for us today. But first, I hope you're having a pretty good day. I'm having a pretty good day myself. It's been kind of busy trying to get some stuff set up for the channel. And you got some cool stuff coming, but that's not what we're worried about today, because today, we're building some stuff and things, man. We are building some stuff and things. It has been a long time coming. We are ready to go. In the last episode, we tamed up that very pink thyle over there, that very red elefante over there, and now the time has come. In order to keep progression, where you're so desperately trying to push forward and keep progressing, we need to breed, man. We gotta get the army set up and ready to go. So that is kind of that's kind of the plan for today. But first, before we do all of that, I feel like that we have we've been rocking the silver and brown look for a little bit too long. It's a little bit too default-ish. It's long time. It's long time. What are we, 23 episodes in? Yeah, it's time. We gotta start getting our actual our actual ensemble actually ready to go. So I have loaded up our industrial cooking pot full of berries, and I've been making up some dyes because it's time. It's time that we add our normal flair to our ourselves here. Let's see. I'm really excited about this. First time in the purples. Let's see what it looks like here. Boom. So usually I go with the purple primary. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yep, that one too. What about this one? Okay. I like the, yeah, ooh, and we do this, and I kind of like that. I don't know. Should we keep our armor as the brown bits, the brown cloth underneath? Should we leave that as is, or should we dye it black? Because I must say, I've got an affinity for the black bits. Let's see, let's here, nope. That one, yeah, and then what if we do black on the others? See what I mean? I don't know. That looks pretty snazzy. Let's see. We got the shoes are easy because it's two color regions. We just do some purple and some purple. And then the gloves are a little bit harder. Let's go ahead and knock those out too. God, I cannot believe that we have gone this long without adding some purple to the ensemble here. What is that about? Okay, and then this one like this. Like that. How are we looking? We looking good? We looking a little bit more like ourselves? That's not right. We look a little bit more like ourselves, I said? Oh, yeah. Ooh. It never hurts to have a little fresh coat of paint on the self. Anyway, so we need to do some breeding today, and I have thought of this for quite a while. I've given this some thought. So, a lot of other people in Ark, they will get their breeding done by simply placing a large ring of torches in order to do their hatching. Other people will do their breeding by just placing a bunch of air conditioners in areas and get it done that way. I personally have always enjoyed having an actual location somewhere to do our breeding, because we do breeding in bulk over here. We do lots of mutations, we do a lot of breeding. So I have learned a few things from our past series. Quite a few things, honestly. And first thing first, as much as I would love to have a breeding area set up somewhere over here in our Oasis base location, this lagoon that we have set up, our tide pool base as it is, it's just there's too much going on. There's too much. We have too many things going on around here, and it's not good, especially when you want to do a lot of breeding. It can start to cause a little bit of lag, so I've learned. So in both of our Lost Island and fjordur series, I have built pretty spectacular breeding complexes and like fantastic buildings. I think we're gonna do the same. So I have also learned that while you do want to build a separate breeding area, you don't want to keep it super close by to prevent lag, but you do want to have it close enough that it's not super big hassle to be able to go to and like back and forth, right? You don't want it immediately in the tide pool base, but you want it close enough that we can get to it at ease and back and forth and vice versa, right? Does that make any sense? So I've got a plan to do that. Also, in last episode, we tamed up this burb, this beautiful burb right here, and I asked you guys some name suggestions, and let me tell you, there was an overwhelming suggestion for this one, and I think I agree with you guys. I think you're right. I think we should name it. Do it. Options. Change name. I'm going to misspell this. Probably so bad. Aurora. Nope. Aurora. No. Aurora. Oh my God. Nailed it. I think we got to name it an Aurora, because it actually looks like the Northern Light. You guys are so right. I knew that trusting you guys with the name was going to be a great idea, because you guys never disappoint with the names. You're very clever. We're very clever over here in this channel. Anyway, yeah, so now we got Aurora, we got our new burb. So this is what I'm thinking, you guys. We have established that we need a new location for said breeding area, and I've been looking around the area, trying to figure out where we would place it, right? Because we want to be close enough to this base but not super far away. And my initial thought was, well, let's just push it further down through the coastline over there. Or maybe we'll build it on the opposite beach or even up there on the cliff. These are options. But if you were to fly a little bit north of our base, there's another landmark. And you guys know me and my landmark situations. I'm kind of a sucker for a natural landmark in order to build some things. There's a little bit of a landmark over here. A little bit. And I'm thinking we might utilize this. So it's far enough away from our base that it should keep the lag from happening when we're over there doing actual breeding. Excuse me there, I had a little bit of a cough, but not a bad cough, but kind of like an allergy cough that rolled up. Anyway, we are close enough over here with this kind of natural land formation between the two rocks jutting up on either side. It's kind of neat, right? It's kind of a neat location, but we are close enough over here that if we wanted to, we could run back and forth from the base and be no issue, and we should be far enough away that we shouldn't be hurting ourselves in terms of lag, right? I think so. I think this is a good location. So we do need to clear out some of these trees here. I think this is a good idea. We're going to have plenty of room for activities here. I went ahead and already brought over our Dinotherium and Wheaties just so we can get stuff going. Plus, I figured if we're going to be doing a lot of breeding up at Dinotherium, we should probably have a Dinotherium in the area so we can see exactly how big it needs to be. And kind of a downside to choosing this creature, it's enormous. It is an enormous creature. We're going to need a lot of space to do breeding in, but I think this should still be good. Even for all the mutations, I still think this amount of area we've carved out here will still be good as long as we, yeah, anyway. That's what I'm thinking. So, first things first, I want to clear out the area, kind of get a good feel of the land and what we have to work with. That's always my first step, and then we will build here. So, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to start going through like this, start clearing things out with Mr. Dinotherium guy, like so. Start even getting the wood, boom, and yeah, we'll see what we got to work with here. I'm sorry, you guys. I know there's a big, beautiful tree here, but I'm getting rid of it. Boom, it's gone. No more big, beautiful tree. I really thought about trying to keep it and using it in the build, but I don't think it's gonna be worth it. I think we're just gonna have to ignore it for now. Anyway, yeah, let me clear out this area a little bit, and I'll bring you guys back when I've got it cleared out and ready to go. It should be good. I've got some ideas for build. This should be really good. Are we really not able to stomp on that little tree? Okay. All right. Understood. Okay, Ark. Yeah. Anyway, see you back here in a bit. Alrighty, guys. So I have a plan in place, at least a figurative outline or a blueprint, if you will, on how this is going to work. God, Aurora, you are an immaculate specimen of a bird. You know that? You are just gorgeous. Anyway, yes, I have put together at least a blueprint or a loose idea of how I would like to try and tackle this build. So, we've already kind of tackled the reasons why we're building over here, but we also need to take into account when having an enormous breeding location, as we will have over here, it's kind of a big deal to have as much space as possible, right? Especially when you breed for mutations like we're gonna do. We're gonna need a whole lot of space, and it really doesn't help that the Dinotherium is that much bigger. So, I was a little hesitant about this place, a little bit. But after clearing out at least most of the stones and some of the bushes and things, and getting a good actual look at it, I think we're going to have enough space. It's really kind of a wide area, and I think it's going to work perfectly for what I have in store for us. So, now what I was thinking is we got to figure out a design, right? I've also noticed that we have three kind of jutting out rocks, one right there, one right here, and one right here, kind of converging in the middle. So, this is what I'm thinking. A while ago, I built a breeding area in a 100 days video, specifically the Scorched Earth video, where we essentially built a parthenon. That wasn't super special. It was large and in charge, but it wasn't anything crazy in terms of detail. And I think I want to resurrect that idea a little bit here. I think I want to build somewhat of a similar idea right here in between, or in betwixt all three of these pillars here, just smack dab in the middle. Then that'll give us quite a large courtyard in that direction. It'll give us some courtyard in this direction. Plus, if we need to, we can maybe figure out a way to access the top level over here, if need be. But I think that's what we're going to do today. So, very first thing that we got to do now is we got to find the absolute center. Exactly where we want to put this building. And I think, you guys, we want to try and put it somewhere right here in betwixt this area. So, it's a little bit hard to do to try and come up with this very center of an area, but I think we can do it. So we need exactly 5 of these, and we'll see if we get it right. I am going to attempt to try and build with you guys as much as possible here. I think we all know that at some point I'm going to get confuzzled about how things are supposed to go down, and I'm going to need to sit down and really work things out. But I think, whoa, did I not grab enough? Is it 6? It might be 6. Give me one more of these guys, please. Thank you. I think this should be pretty straightforward. We built a handful of these in our past here. Let's just see. Get a bird's eye view. Let's see. How is that looking right? That's not... It's pretty close. That's pretty close, right? We might scoot it over a little bit to the right. Let's do that. Let's scoot it over. Like a foot or two over here. I know. It probably doesn't matter to anybody else but my Arco seed. It just won't let it go. It will not. Let's grab this. Let's pick it up like so. Boom. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. And then boom. And we wanted to keep it a little bit more over here like that. Like that should probably be pretty good. Pretty good. Luckily, this is the most stressful part of the build. Once we figure this out, hopefully, things should go a lot smoother. I know, okay, this looks pretty good. I'm trying to position it in the middle of these jutting out structure bits, not just the walls themselves. And I think, honestly, that's pretty close. I know that's a little bit closer to this wall over here than that wall, but I think that's exactly what we want in terms of trying to position it between all three of the jutting out stony bit. All right, I think we're going to call this... We're going to call this pretty good. Now we can start actually working on the actual foundation itself. So, I don't know if you've seen the 100 Days of Scorched Earth that I am referencing here, but it was kind of an amazing Parthenon build. It's nothing crazy, though. It's not insane. We kind of just have to go about building it like so. Here and here and here. And then we add the triangle bits in betwixt. Like so and like so and like so. Yeah, so we're going to try some building here a little bit. I'm going to try and do it on camera as best I can. Now, very important, okay? The very next step is everywhere that there is, let me do this. Everywhere that there is a square piece, we're going to add a triangle piece on the end. Everywhere there's a triangle piece, we're going to add a square piece on the end, and it's very important to continue this method up. Nope, that's wrong. Like so. Or it's just not going to work out. It's going to make adding a roof to this thing, which if you're a longtime viewer, you should know. I'm not very good at roofs. Roofs definitely stress me out quite a bit. But if we don't continue this pattern just like this, it is going to make adding a roof to this, at least for me, really hard. So we're just going to continue doing this, stretching out our platform a decent amount here. It doesn't need to be super big, but you know, big enough for our purposes. Let's see. Let's get another glimpse. What is that looking like? What is that kind of looking like here? It's not bad. I really do like that, and we actually kind of got it decently straight on, which is helpful. All right, that's not bad. I think we're gonna go. Let's give it, maybe 2 more layers in terms of width. Maybe more. I don't know. We're gonna see. It's really gonna matter where it reaches this thing because we're gonna have to add some height to this thing, right? Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh lord. Also, I did get rid of all these berry bushes with the elefante over there, but they're just spawning back. So I didn't. Like a dingus, I didn't put down another set of foundations while I left building all this stuff. And unfortunately, they have regrown. So we are going to have to get rid of those again at some point here, but it's not a big deal. All right. I'm also going to have to go back to base and grab some more foundations. Some more foundations. It also appears that we have a little bit of a slope going up this way. It looks like that we have a little bit of a hill, which is going to impede a little bit of how I want to go about this, but not too bad here. We only want to add a couple more rungs to this, maybe 1 or 2. All right, and then let's get the triangles out. Good. Let's add a berry over here. We might even get away with 1. Might be doable. Do a tiny gamma up for you guys. Oh no, incorrect. Why we got to be like that, Ark? We've almost done it so good without a mess up on screen. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like we might just maybe be able to get away with adding another rung. But the grass is going to poke through. I think we're probably pushing our limit in terms of that direction. How are we doing over here? I think that's good. Let's take another look. Another good looky-loo. Kind of like that. I really do. I really do kind of like that. How are we doing if we come right over here onto this jut bit? Because I think I want to incorporate these somehow. Is this? We might be pretty close. I don't know. We might be pretty close. Okay, let me, I actually already built some foundations. Let's run over here really quickly. Let's grab those. we'll come back and we can try out some things. Yeah. I think we're pretty close to the foundation, and then we can start adding the walls. I would like to ideally have a multi-level system going on here where we could use the spikes. The spikes is, I don't know what there's a definitive term for those rock formations that I don't very well know. But I would like to try and incorporate those in some sort of interesting build. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Everybody knows. All right. What do we got going in here? I should have some pillars and things in here, right? Just the pillars? Did I really bring every bit of foundation that we had? I might have. We might have to build some more. Foundation. Cool. Can we build, I don't know, like 20? Can we do 20 of those? Hell yeah, we can do it. Nice. All right. Oh, we're not quite doing 20. We're missing some rock. Whatever. We're going to take whatever we can get, and I will try here in a minute. We might have to do a little bit of in-betwixtness here. Fine. Are we really missing stone? It's stone. It's all stone. All right. Well, that's fine. Let's see if we can get away with these 9, and if we can't, we'll have to just kind of build on the fly here. We'll have to build on the fly. But I think you guys is going to be really good. It's going to be really good. I feel like we're also getting a good sense of why I do a lot of the building off camera. I can't get things done very quickly, unfortunately. I just can't do it when it comes to building. It takes me a long time to figure some stuff. Like the base behind us, there was math involved. Math. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to working on this a little bit. All right. I'm really liking this. I really like our circular area here. I think we might be able to just try and get away and see if we can get away with one extra ring on this side here. And this will at least be very telling as to if this is going to be doable or not. I think we should be. Okay, also, let's just get off a roar for this. Boom. We're going to run out of foundations. I know I'm going to have to build some more for this, which is fine. Like that and like that. And then we're out here. Okay. Now, let's see. Is this going to fit? I mean, that does. The grass does poke through, but it's not too aggressive to the point where I hate it. Right? It's not driving me. It's not freaking me out too bad here. The bushes, we can mow this down, and that'll be fine. Okay. Boom. And then we're out of triangle formations for the time being too. Cool. All right. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and take our Dinotherium guy. Let's see if we can mow the lawn a little bit here. Come on. Keep going. Don't get hung up on anything. Good. Good. I kind of like that. I think we need that outer ring. Nice. Nice. Okay. Can we not get stuck? Appreciate that. Nope. Don't get stuck on the bird. Good. Let's get the rest of this stuff too. I did mow the grass earlier. I did do exactly this earlier. We just spent a long time building all those stone foundations and stuff up, and fortunately most of the bushes decided they would do a little bit of spawning back. That's fine. Get rid of this. We got an explorer note there. Of course we did. Some vestiges of some people from times past. All right. Everybody use your imagination and pretend that this circle is entirely complete. What are we thinking here? How are we thinking? I think this is the exact size that we should go for here, honestly. Because, I mean, smack dab in the middle. I think when you'll raise it, it might be intersecting with, no. I think we're smack dab in the middle. I think we've done it. I think we've had a brilliancy, you guys. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go build up some foundations and things, and then we can get going on the rest of the build, which essentially is going to involve pillars like this. Let's do one of these, I'm super heavy now. We can't do one of these. Let's do one of those. Can we move with this amount of weight? We can. Okay. Essentially is going to involve adding pillars to the sides over here like this. The only thing that we got to be really cognizant of is we got to make sure that we can get said elefantes out of here. But it should look a lot like this. Boom. And then we'll add, some on each corner like this, and then like this. And then we can't do this side here, but we think if we leave essentially 3 sides open on either side, so we leave this side open, and this side open, and then the same on that, we should be able to walk elephants out of here no problem, right? You would think? You would hope that's enough space? It might not be. It's a lot. We've got a lot of build stuff here. Nice. We can try it. We can do a quick test. Build up these a little bit here so we can get a much better idea. All right. What are we thinking, Dinotherium guy? You think you're going to be able to fit through here if we leave this many pillars open? What are you thinking? You think it might be something you can do? Oh, yeah. Oh, surely. Surely you make it through this. No problem. No problem. Cool. So that's what I think we're going to do. We're going to do kind of a half of a Parthenon situation. God, look how tall the Dinotherium is. It's almost as tall as the freaking walls around. Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to do some building. I'm going to try and get enough done for at least the foundations. I'm going to raise all the pillars up, and then we'll start working on a roof, and we can start getting into the nuts and bolts of the build, of how we're actually going to go about trying to breed all these things, since they are essentially all mammals. All right. BRBs. Alrighty, you guys. So I've done a little bit of some adjusting of some stuff, and I've done a little bit of some building of some stuff, because in between, whilst you were away, I realized that we should probably rotate our entire platform like, I don't know, 5 degrees to the right, and I did that because I really wanted this little opening right here to be a lot more flush with our courtyard system. So I picked up the entire platform that I built with you guys, and all I did was I picked it up and I rotated the edge of it just 5 degrees, so that way both this entrance and this entrance were kind of dead on with our courtyard systems. I felt like that was a little bit better of a of a way to go about doing this. So that's what we have done. Also, look how good, you guys. Look how good we have eyeballed this. We are successfully built up between all 3 of these stone pillars coming off the sides, but we haven't like ran into them either. So we effectively perfectly eyeballed this thing, and I don't think I want to make it any taller. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know. I don't think I want to make it any taller because I kind of want this building to be like nestled along this cliffway, right? We don't want it to be like dominating the entire landmark. We want it to be kind of built into the side of it, kind of tucked away. And I think we have somewhat done that, but now comes the harder of the two things. We need to build a little bit of a roof on this guy, and I am not the best roof builder, but luckily, one of the keys to this Parthenon build, it doesn't take rocket science to be able to put a little bit of a ring roof around this sucker, and in fact, I've already kind of got things lined up to make it that much easier for us here with the thatched walls and things, but that's what we got to do. We got to add all that stuff. I have also ran back to base, and I have built pretty much everything I think we're going to need for this build, hopefully. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but I think I've got pretty much everything in here and ready to go. So, let's go ahead. Let's see if we can try and build a little bit of this roof here. I'm a little bit nervous. I never built the roof successfully. Actually, we need probably the structure one. I never build the roofs right, man. I always struggle so hard. Are we going to be able to fly? Aurora, you got this? Hell yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you do. I always struggle with the roofs, but this is what I'm thinking. So, all we actually have to do right now is we need to place the corresponding tile unit on the roof to the ground over there. Oh, God. Let me just double check. It's hard to see from up here, right? So these are triangles. Good. Okay. I'm right. I was right. Got to double check. What I mean by that is whenever there is a square foundation on the floor, we need a square ceiling foundation up top. But these ones are triangles. So we need to... Oh, God. I can't see. Hey, Aurora. There we go. There we go. They're like this. So effectively, all we have to do is go across the entire perimeter, placing things down like this. Boom and boom, and we should be good, hopefully. I'm kind of flirting with the idea, you guys. I know. I really like the greenhouse glass. I don't know what it is, but as of lately, the last few months, I never used to build greenhouse glass on any of the builds, right? Like nothing. But for whatever reason, in fact, okay, we might be able to just do this now. Oh! For some reason, I'm really into the greenhouse glass. So, I have been kind of flirting with the idea of adding some glass to this build somewhere. I don't know if we should. It might ruin the actual aesthetic, the Greek Parthenon aesthetic that we're kind of going for if I do. But I'm kind of liking the idea of maybe we add a little bit here in the middle. I don't know. It might be worth doing here. There we go. We're nearly there. We've nearly done it. This is going to be great. This is going to be a huge W if this works out the way I think it might. Like so, and then this should be the last little bit here, and we should need one more, right? Nice, okay. Let's see if our little Parthenon roof works here. I know, it's not really much for a roof, but I think it's going to look really pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. I think we did that. Actually, 100% perfect first try. Let's get a good bird's eye view of it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. Okay, cool. So, obviously, there's some bells and whistles and things that we probably need to add on to it as well. But, this is essentially the bare bones of the build we are working with here. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's so hard to do this all on the back of an RG. Okay, let's get a running start at it. I want this one, and this one, and that one, and this one, and that one, and this one. Perfect. So, we can add a little bit to it, but I think, essentially, these are our basic build. I really like this. I really like the bare bones look of this Parthenon type stuff. I think we'll have to add railings along the bottom side of the roof to kind of give it some depth and make it feel good. But I think we're nearly there, you guys. I really do. I think that's really good. All right. Next step, let's start working on building the intricacies of what goes in the Parthenon, as it were. So, the big thing, since we know that we're going to be trying to build dinotheriums, is we need to get the ramp secured. We need to be able, I just effectively put those in my inventory and put them back. We need to effectively be able to walk out dinotheriums in and out of this building as we see fit. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and add some ramps to either side. And hopefully, I haven't tested this out yet. This could very well go very wrong for me, and then I'll have to, like, rethink the entire build, as it were. But I'm hoping we won't have to. All right. Here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see. How are we feeling? You feeling like you might want to be able to walk? I know we're very encumbered. We're very encumbered, but you think you might want to be able to walk up this? Let's see. Here we go. Do you fits? Do you fits, my boy? You might be doing it. It's happening. I think we're good. We just slowly walked up the ramp. Okay, good. All right. So we can effectively get dinotheriums in and out of this place, which is huge. It's golden. All right, cool. Next step is, I really think, God, I want to add the railings to the top of it, but I think I'll do that in between bits because that's just really tedious. But the next thing we have to do is, unfortunately, we do need to think about protection a little bit here because, well, nothing super crazy can spawn over here in terms of, like, I don't think Carnos spawn over here, but I do think raptors and dilos can spawn over here. And if that's the case, we got to be really careful, right? Because if we're doing mass breeding, we don't want something to run over here, start attacking whatever we're breeding, and have everything run off and just cause mass confusion. So, we do need, unfortunately, oh, that looks so good with the dinotherium standing in it. I like it. I like it. It's like a super basic build, but I love it so much. Anyway, I think we need to do a little bit of figuring out the perimeter of some stuff. So, whew, sorry about that. I've got people actively working on the house. There's construction happening, which means people are coming in and out of the room while I'm recording, and I'm getting weird looks as we... Anyway, point being, I'm getting interrupted a lot. I think what I was saying earlier was we need to start thinking about a perimeter for our base here, because while things like Carnos can't spawn here, we do got dilos and things like that. So, the last thing we want is that while we're sitting here breeding up our elephantes, to have one little dilo run up, attack the herd, and have every elephant we're breeding just freak out, right? It would just be a terrible disaster. So, we got to think a little bit about a perimeter. I don't think we got to worry about the water over there. I really don't think the Loch Ness Monster... It might. It could. This is Ark, right? Anything could happen. But I don't think the Loch Ness Monster is going to just ascend from the beach and start laying waste to the elephantes. And I really don't think things are going to come flying off this hill. So, that leaves us that side of the cliff edge and the one in front of me. And I've already done a little bit of trying to figure this out. So, all I've done so far is I've placed a row of fence supports across, trying to make sure that we leave enough on our side here towards the courtyard, as it were, to make sure that we have enough space, right? We want to leave as much space in this courtyard as possible. Because look at him. Look at the big elephant man. He's so... God, this is going to... I'm really excited to try and use this creature, but I'm now really realizing that breeding these in the sides, their sheer force and girth is going to be kind of a problem. But because of that, I have tried to leave us as much room as we could in here. So, this is effectively what I'm thinking, man. I've added the supports across. I added one behemoth gate. That way, if we so choose to, we can walk in and out no problem. And hopefully, by and large, I'm hoping this is going to keep the dilos out of the area. One can hope, right? We can hope. One can hope. I'm also thinking that because we are only contending with like dilos and nothing crazy, maybe raptors, the wall area doesn't have to be so high, right? There's no real reason to add a ridiculous sized wall. If we're only contending with like ankle biters, right? We only got to add a little bit of a wall, which kind of adds it's kind of good for us. It gives us a little bit of a break. So I think what we might do is we might go ahead and build the rest of our perimeter out of stone railings. But I'm going to have to do that here in a minute because I don't have enough stone railings at this point in time to be able to just go ahead and do all the things at once. So, nope, can't move. Go ahead and drop off some of these. Cool. So instead what I'm thinking is we'll worry about the perimeter as needed. God, there's so many intruders upon our land right now. Just, fence isn't working at all, is it? All right, let's go ahead, let's get the railings in here like so. That way we can get a little bit more of an idea of how this is going to be framed out. Like that and like that. I really think it is important, I've learned this, that with having a breeding compound, right? Because in Fjordur and Lost Island, actually, we have had open bits to our bases, but we've also had very closed-in bits to our breeding bases. But I think I've learned it is much better when doing a giant breeding area. You really want as much openness as you can because breeding is it just takes up space. It just takes so much space. All the room for activities. Okay, here we go. How's that looking? Not bad. It kind of helps out a little bit. And then I think also, I don't know if we're going to do this with you guys here. What I'm talking about is I think we might try and add, what does this look like? Is this, I can't, hey, Aurora, there's your head. His head's in the way. What does this look like? Come on, can we just, yep, like that, and then like that. Cool. What does that look like? Does that kind of help it? That does kind of add a little bit of weight to it, right? I feel like that kind of helps. We may end up adding that perimeter all the way around it and then putting all the bits and bobs in, but cool. So we are effectively making slow headway on this build here. I'm guessing, just by the way the landmark is, this side of it is going to be, we'll have a little bit of space here. I'm sure we'll build like another gate like we did on that side over here at some point. But there's just not as much yard, right? Like this is going to be obviously the backyard. And I think, you guys, we may even just build a little bit of a, what is that? Do you guys see what is going on here? There's a very red something, just, there's a Hesperornis just walking its way around. We might just add a little bit of a fence from the Parthenon to the wall on either side, and that might be good enough, honestly. I don't know. I don't want to limit ourselves too much in terms of space we can use. Anyway, I am going to add some of the bells and whistles, as it were, to this. In terms of, I want to add the railing all the way around the Parthenon up top over there. I want to add some railings here and there along the ramps. Just, you know, give it a little bit of a, just a little bit, you know, safety matters. We don't want to be falling off. And then I also want to try and build at least some of the railing up around here like this. So I think we should be able to just, something like this, right? Very similar to what we did on our base. Yeah, we got to build, oh God, I'm going to have to go get way more stone for this. I think this is what it's going to look like. So I'm going to grab Wheaties. We're going to head out. We're going to get some stone collected. I'm going to effectively put all the railings up. And I think, you guys, I'll have another update for you. So I know we're building in spurts here, and I'm sorry about that, but it's just the way my brain works. It's the only way I can build a little bit. I can give you guys updates, and then I got to go build a little bit again. So anyway, I'm going to go collect some stone and BRBs. Alrighty, guys, so I think I've done it. I think I've got us pretty much all the way there besides putting all and moving in all the furniture. I think I've got it. So check it out. I know, nothing's changed. But I swear to God, I've been working on this for a while now. Let me show you kind of exactly what's been going on here. I did go ahead and add a little bit of a railing fence on either side of our Parthenon, just so that we can kind of fill in the gaps a little bit on this side and make it just a little bit harder for baby dinos and things to get around. I know it's not foolproof, right? Obviously, things can probably just walk right up this ramp and continue, you know, to assault things as need be, but hopefully that slows them down a little bit. And then I did the exact same thing we did over here, along our behemoth wall. And I think it's not bad, honestly. So I know it's not 100% foolproof. I know it is completely possible that maybe a dial or something runs up from this side over the wall and just ends up in the courtyard causing havoc. But if it does come down to that, we can always fix it. For the time being, at least now we have an enclosed courtyard that is fairly safe and we can start working on. Plus, if we really want to, we can rip out some of these rocks right here and expand as need be. Because I really don't know. I don't know. I've never mutated and bred a creature with this amount of size and girth. So I'm hoping this will be enough. But I'm trying to also keep our options open. Also, I went ahead and added the railings all the way around. Oh, everywhere except for right over here, apparently. I went ahead and added railings all the way around. Do I have some on me? Crap! I tried to add them all the way around the parthenon at the top, and I really think you guys, I really just missed 2 slots, huh? I really think you guys, that adds just so much to the little base aesthetic. We have some railings in here. I have exactly 6 left. All right, whatever. We can go ahead and add exactly 6, and at some other point I can maybe go back and get some more, because I don't think 6 is going to be enough. But we can try it, right? We may as well. We've got the resources here. It might actually, we might luck out. This is always the hardest part. All right, hold on. Come at it from this angle. Argentava style. Boom, boom, boom. This might be enough. Only 2 here, right? Right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, just take a wider angle at this. There we go. 1 and 2. That might be it. Are we good? Nice. Okay, that actually worked out. So I really feel like, just like it did on our Scorched Earth playthrough, adding that little bit around the top really adds another level of just detail that it needed. And then you guys, I was sitting here staring at it, and I'm sure you guys have all noticed by now, but I feel like I added, it needed, I don't know, just the pillars itself I didn't like it too much. So I added on either side, over there and underneath me here, a little bit of an extra wall scenario here. And I really feel like that also helps kind of close in the build a little bit, kind of makes it feel a little bit more secure, not just a giant open circle, even though that's exactly what it is a giant open circle. I don't know. I am still wanting to add inside of our circle here, maybe greenhouse glass or something. And I know there's absolutely no reason to do it, but I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you think we should add glass to that scenario over there, or should we just kind of leave it as is? I don't know. I feel like I might like it both ways. Regardless, though, we are now in a position where at least the structure, and we do have somewhat of a perimeter. Now we just need to add a little bit of the fixings inside. So I've gone ahead and I've got ourselves a generator set up and ready to go. I only brought over a little bit of gas because honestly, we don't, hopefully we're not going to be over here just running it ad nauseum, but we do still need to set up all the furniture and things. So I made a couple fridges, that way we could store any fertilized eggs we want to use and hatch them later. It's also good to have fridges on hand when we're like getting ready to bulk breed these things. That way we can just store some berries and some meat on hand. You never know. It could be good. So, here we go. We're just going to try and eyeball these in here as best we can. We don't got to go too nuts. But I'd like to put these here, and then can we put one over here too? Flanking the generator a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. That's not bad. I don't hate that. Cool. And these are all good to go. I did wire it a little bit. It's nothing impressive. Show wires. Look. It goes up to there, and then I have a junction box up there that's also hidden. But it's nothing crazy in terms of wires. Hide wires. Cool. So that is good to go. Can we just move you down there, guy? Nice. Now, the next step is I realize that we're planning on breeding mammals, right? So that means we don't really need a lot of things that you would in terms of hatching eggs, because we don't need to incubate. So I was really thinking for a while, maybe we should try and build an egg incubator that might be good to have in general. But I really don't think we're going to need it, guys. I don't think, like, it might be helpful to have it in the future, but for the time being, we don't really need it. So I didn't build an incubator, but I did go ahead and build us some air conditioners, because at least this way we have the opportunity to hatch things as, you know, if we need to. So we're going to just add these on this side here, like this. Boom. Go ahead and line it up a little bit here, like so. Good. Okay. We don't got to be crazy like this. And then all the rest of them should just snap together like this, right? Boom and boom. Cool. How many is that? That's 5, right? And so we have 5 left. Good. Cool. That's wrong. The rest of them we're going to have to kind of add here like this. So we'll add 4 on this side, 4 on the other from here, like like this. There we go. There we go. Like that one. And then like this. And yeah. Boom. Okay. Then we got to do the other side. So at least this way, you guys, I realize we don't have the most efficient egg incubator, but if the time calls, I really don't think it will, because we're doing mammals and mammals don't have to hatch. But if we ever do, we at least have an option ready and set up and, you know, good to go. This, okay. Let's see. Oh, I misclicked. I misclicked the thing. Like that. Okay, here we go. And then like this. There we go. That should be pretty good. And like that. And then like this. Like, yeah, cool. And that should leave us with exactly 1, right? Yep, cool. Just put it right there. Boom. So now we have the wall of incubation station, and I think they're all on. Yeah, they're all powered, I believe. Excellent. Cool. That'll let us to at the very minimum, you guys, have the opportunity to hatch eggs if we really want to. But I'm thinking we're just going to be breeding mammals, which means we're just going to be having a lot of elephantes running around. But let's go ahead and add some of the most important bits to it. I did bring some more cables so we could light it up, but that might be something I do later, at a later time. All right, this is the most important bit. So we do have a soul terminal, right? The soul terminal is actually one of the, probably one of the most important bits because this is what we're going to be using to actively store them as we breed. It's just a good way to keep them organized. So I think we'll just, for brevity's sake, throw it like rot her. I know it's not going to be symmetric to the other side, but it doesn't need to be. I'm actually going to do it like this because otherwise I know my OCD is going to just get the best of me here. Like so, and that seems pretty close, don't it? I think it's a little tiny bit off. Like that. I don't know. That seems pretty close. Yeah. You like it? You thinking it's good? I know you've been walking all over the build while we've been... Please don't get angry. You've been walking all over it as we've been working on it, but cool. Nice. So this will allow us to at least store the dinos as we breed, which is great. Now, for perhaps the most important part of the whole build is I made us 5 feeding troughs, and honestly, this may not even be enough. It might not. We may need to make more of these things because I'm guessing that mutating an army of baby elephants means they're going to be very hungry a lot of the time, right? I feel like that's probably how it's going to go, right? So, yeah, I built us exactly 5 to try and keep full, to keep all our babies fed along this journey, but we might need more. We could very well need more. Okay, like this and like that. Boom, there we go. Okay, not bad. I really don't hate this, you guys. I really don't. I really like the openness of it. It's really nice. All right, there we go. So I think with that, I have effectively got the bare bones skeletal structure of a good breeding compound. We may add a little bit of detail here and there, but for now, I think this is what we are going to work with here. I really don't want to have to add another dino gate if we don't have to, because the elephants can't get through it. But I think we're good. I really think we're good. Let me get on Aurora. We can get a better check. I know it's been kind of a weird, short little episode today, but it's all I got time for, man. And we got to start getting some breeding done. We just do. We got to do it. Otherwise, we're never going to get done with the bosses. We're never going to get done with Kate. We absolutely needed this build in the works, but I really like it. I really like it. I've never had a breeding compound with this much of a courtyard. I think it's going to be really kind of excited to get this going. If we do start having problems in terms of dilos sieging us from this hill, I guess we can always add a layer of spiked walls on the backside. I really don't want to do that. I really don't, because I really feel like at some point we may very well use this hill. Because look at him. We have 1 dinotherium in the courtyard, and he already takes up a good bulk of it. Ooh, yeah. I very, very literally may have bit off more than I can chew with this. With the breeding of the dinotheriums, it could be. Oh, it could be bad. They are bigger than paraceratheriums. Anyway, I think we're good. I think I have effectively done it. We are effectively, at least now, in a position where I can start effectively breeding these things and getting us in a better spot to actually have some more fun and do some of the more fun things of fighting the bosses and the stuff. So, yeah, I know it's a little bit of a weird one. I've got some announcements coming up, some big things to the channel that I just can't talk about yet. But I'm working actively in the background to try and get these things prepared for you guys, and that's why I've been so busy. So I apologize that we've been a little bit off schedule in terms of our recording schedule and our upload schedule. We're a little bit off, and I understand that. I see that, but I've been really busy, and you're just gonna have to trust me. There are some big things coming, man. Some big things that are in store that I've been working on. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up, but not bad today, honestly. So I'll leave you guys with this. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.